I hate to hear about our kids getting bullied by other kids, seeing some oftentimes tragic consequences. But this story isn't about kid bullies. It's about a teacher accused of writing a derogatory name on a student's homework assignment. Listen to the young girl's mom explain what happened here.
I'd say she did a good job other than her spelling. He marks out of 2 words and writes loser beside it. Says minus 20% for being a loser.
All right, her daughter is in 6th grade at Enka Middle School. This is in North Carolina. Mom says she first noticed these types of notes in November, went to the principal, who assured her it wouldn't happen again. She says it did, says the teacher has apologized to her, says, again, it was a joke. It's his way of relating to the students in a class, and there's some gifted students in this class. He says it's working. Your thoughts on this? 1-877-TEL-HLN is the phone number. Joining us to talk about this, we welcome back psychologist and author Cooper Lawrence. She's author of the book, The Cult of Celebrity. And also with us, Dom Giordano, former teacher, talk show host in Philadelphia, WPHT. All right, Dom, maybe this works with some students, but if an 11-year-old girl is offended, you got to knock it off, right? And don't do it again.
Yeah, Mike, when I saw this myself and I said, what would you say about it? I thought it would be exactly that he was warned once, knock it off, don't do it with this girl, yet he still continues to do it. So I think the teacher has to be suspended for this and a message has to be sent. You just can't do it once you realize, Mike, that this is inappropriate, although I think it's inappropriate overall.
Yeah, exactly. You got to wonder about the teaching method on the whole. He calls it progressive teaching methods. I don't know. But there are some, let's be fair, there are some students that are sticking up for him. They like him, call him the cool teacher. Cooper, what do you make of this? I look at this from the heart of an 11 or 12-year-old 6th grade girl, and she's offended, and it's hurting her self-esteem. You have to quit, and I would think the teacher should re-examine his methods, and for sure with her. Your thoughts?
Well, Mike, you're mischaracterizing this story. This is not a teacher who's a bully. This is a teacher who actually is very beloved. The students all love him, and it was a joke. And I think we've taken this PC thing a little too far. He's getting through to the kids. What would you rather have? A teacher like this suspended or fired who's getting through to your children, or him just apologize because he made the wrong statement to the wrong kid? All the other kids knew it was a joke. These are gifted children who usually get, 100, and if they get a 99, he goes, loser. It's a complete joke. It's not as serious as anyone's making it right now.
So what do you do with that 11 or 12-year-old?
Can I intervene, Mike, and
let me ask Cooper then. Hold on one sec, Dom.
He was told not to do it the second time around.
So what do you do with that 11 or 12-year-old? If you've got a teacher that's offending an impressionable, maybe fragile 11 or 12-year-old, you got to talk to that teacher, Cooper.
Yeah, no, of course, it's inappropriate for this particular kid, the teacher should have known that this kid's more vulnerable, and this kid doesn't think loser's a joke, even though all the other kids do. So it was completely inappropriate with this child, and he should apologize, and it's good that he did. But, look, the approach is a little harsh, but, everyone's always walking around the delicate self-esteem of children, and what you're doing is you're turning them to narcissists. This is the world. I know 11's a little too young, but this is how the world works, and I think your child should learn that sometimes there's people out there that are jerks. And you say to the teacher, you know what, you're a jerk, and stick up for yourself rather than have everybody else stick up for you and make it seem like you're so vulnerable and so weak.
I think it's pretty tough to ask of an 11 or 12-year-old. Dom, you wanted to weigh in? Go ahead.
Yeah, Mike, that would be my point. This is only an 11 or 12-year-old. These are not adults. If these were adults, I would agree. Don't be so fragile. And by the way, I agree with this overall notion that we've gone too far with the self-esteem issue. But this guy was told not to do this with this kid. And I wonder if every kid there likes it or not. I think that a lot of kids do. That's a fair statement. But when I look at the online petition of these other parents and others involved, it seems to be pretty mixed, the opinion on this.
Okay, let me read the statement from the school, and we'll come back with more after the break. Here's the school statement. Regardless of the intention or context, demeaning or derogatory comments made to students by school staff are unacceptable and will not be rationalized or justified by this school system. An investigation into the accusations against Mr. Rowland began last week when the matter was brought to the attention of the school superintendent, and he has been suspended pending the outcome of that investigation.